Hey guys, I'm Greg. Welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. Let's go see what's in the fridge today, guys. Hey guys, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. Today's beer comes from Clown Shoes. Clown Shoes, yes. This is their Archdruid. And this is a retired beer, guys. This was sent to me by Brandon C. down in Texas. And sometimes Clown Shoes does Texas only releases. I have not seen this particular beer. Not sure it was released anywhere else other than Texas, because they do some Texas only releases. So Brandon, thanks again, my brother, for sending this to me. This is a big beer coming in at 9%, not huge, but big enough you could sell it if you wanted to. And this is a barrel aged version of the beer. It says here, red ale aged in Irish whiskey barrels, coming in at 9%. And it probably has a date somewhere on there, and yep, I can see it here. It's written in yellow. Bottled on 07/25/2016. So it's not super old, but it was a brewed once beer. That's why it's listed as retired. So this was March the 22nd. So do the math. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. It's 8 months old. So not super old. So we're going to get into it and see what we think of it. I'm a big fan of Clown Shoes beers, guys. I am. They do some really tasty stuff most of the time. Some of them, just like all of them, do some of the out-of-the-box stuff, and sometimes it's hit, sometimes it's a miss. So let's see where this one ends up. Commercial description here on Rate Beer says, the Archdruid needed a ride to the ceremonies at the National, oh, here we go with the big words here, Eastford of Wales, and I probably butchered the hell out of that word, eager to preside over the crowning of the bard. Short of timber, he used ancient magic to lash immobilized leprechauns into a river worthy of wrath. Notice the bejeweled chalice floating by the side of the Archdruid. It is filled with this Irish red ale we aged in Irish whiskey barrels, and ninth is that's enough of that. Do they have somebody sitting in a little closet somewhere thinking of this smart ass shit to write for a commercial description? I just blows me away. Just tell us about the beer. It's a red ale we aged in Irish whiskey barrels. You use this hops, this mops. There you go. Instead of some off the wall bullshit that they want to write on it. And it's not just them. It's a bunch of them. They probably got their dictionary finding out these great big words. We can use this word instead of this one, and this word instead of that one, and then nobody can frickin' read it all. So some of these descriptions, when you try to read them, you're going, "What the are they talking about?" Blows me away sometimes. Tell us about the beer. Don't get into some bullshit about John and Joe and this mythical creature and whatever. You know, come on. Tell us about the damn beer. Not some made up bunch of bullshit. That's what I feel about some of this stuff they write. Incredible. But anyway, that's just me. That's just me. Some people probably get a chuckle or a giggle out of stuff that they write on this stuff. Alright, 9% ABV. Do I have it? No, I do not. And over to Clown Shoes website. Does it have it? No, it does not. So that's not giving, and they're going into another bunch of bullshit here too. It looks like. It doesn't tell us anything that we need to know. It's just a bunch. whatever. So, that's all we need to discuss. Let's get the cap off of this bad boy and see what it is about. See whether it is a hit or a miss. Nice hiss on this beer. Alright guys, let me tell you the cheeses are nutty. I said I'll go Colby Parmesan. It says here General Digestive. Glassware, pint, Becker, 9 tumbler snifter, mug, Seidel, Stein, oversized wine glass. I got my favorite snifter. It says here you can celery for a long period of time. Big Bomber, 22 ounce, enough to share with the other half, which I intend to do. Nice finger of head. It is a rich brown mahogany color. Cannot see any light through the big bulb part of the glass, and a little brown murkiness through the bottom there. Looks like there's a lot of bubbles streaming up through this little thin part down here I can see. Let's get a nose to it. Very sweet on the nose. Caramel, toffee, brown sugar, molasses. A slight hint of some whiskey barrelness in there, maybe some woodiness or some vanilla. Smells a little like a barley wine. Let's dive in, see what we got. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Brandon. Getting a little bit of venomous or grape vine, or dark grape taste to the beer. Little bit of the alcohol, not much, and that may subside as it warms up. But I'm getting more grape notes than I am dark fruit or anything. And they're calling this, and they're calling several different sites. They're calling it different things, guys. Over to Brewery Beer's calling it an American Strong Ale. Untapped is calling it a red ale, Imperial Double. And Beer Advocate is calling it an American Strong Ale. The bottle says red ale aged in Irish whiskey barrels. The whiskey, if I was blindfolded and tasting this, I would swear it had been done in Cabernet barrels. Smells like a barley wine. Doesn't taste like one, but it smells like a barley wine. Big sweetness on the nose. But I'm definitely getting grapes on this. Maybe this is why it's a retired beer. I'm not sure. It kind of fits the style. I'm not getting a big whiskey note on it. I'm not getting any kind of dark fruit right now. It may change as it warms up. I'm getting grapes. I'm getting a little bit of grape fruitiness on this. Well, let's let it warm up and see what I think of once it comes up to room temperature. We'll pour her a glass and go sip on this for a while and be right back. We'll see what happens. Alright guys, I'm back. Got just a little left here. To me, this beer is a little on the off side. Has a little bit of tartness to it. Not much whiskey on the nose or the taste. I'm getting more grape, dark grape flavors than I am any kind of dark fruit or anything like that. It smells like a barley wine, but it doesn't taste like a barley wine at all. I can see why this beer is retired. They probably could have used a little different yeast in this, maybe some kind of wild yeast or Brettanomyces or something to make a sour beer, because it's got those qualities other than the yeast. So smells a lot like a barley wine. Nice sweetness and stuff on the back end. Just a little bit of the whiskey. Not much. I mean, it is so subdued. In the taste, big time grapes. Hint of some tartness. Caramel. Maybe a little bit of molasses. Personally, just my opinion, and that and 50 cents will buy you a coffee most places, unless you're going to Starbucks. You might need a $5 bill or more. This would, to me, they used the wrong yeast in this. This would probably have been a good sour with the taste I'm getting if they'd used a little different yeast. So, as far as a red ale, no. Too much grape notes on the red ale. As far as a American Strong Ale, I can see more of that. The color is a slight reddish tint to it though, but it doesn't fit the style. It doesn't fit the style at all. Very nice slicing effect on the glass. Alcohol is super well hidden for a 9%er. And it says 9.5% on Beer Advocate here. I think the bottle only has 9% listed. Yep, 9%. So, don't think they've done this previously, or this is a one-time only brewed beer, so I don't know where they're getting the 9%. So, that information is incorrect. And over to Rate Beer, they have it at 9%, and Untapped also has it at 9%. So it's not a 9.5, it's a 9%er. So I don't know where those guys are getting those numbers from. Final chug. And as far as Clown Shoes website, this is a retired beer. I looked at the retired beers, I didn't see it, and I typed it in on the search, and it brought back from their forums. But their information leaves a little bit to be desired. They are to say when the beer was done, and they do not. And to me, it doesn't even have the alcohol or the IBUs listed here. So, not a lot of information even from their website. And like I said, up to a couple of weeks ago, I didn't even go to the websites. I haven't since I've been doing the beer reviews, because there's not a lot more information a lot of the times, not all the times, most of the times, that we can get either Rate Beer or Untapped or somewhere else, Beer Advocate. So they need to put a little more information than what they're putting on the websites. And I say that on a bunch of different websites. That's the reason that I didn't go to their websites for a long, long, long time. And everybody says, well, you can get this information at their website or this information. A lot of times you can't get any more information. I can get more information from either Rate Beer, Untapped, or Beer Advocate. So, and the same for this case. It does have the bottled on date on there, which you can read. It does have the ABV on there, which you can read. It's on the label, but no IBUs or any kind of vintage or any of that like that on there. And I was kind of hoping to find that out from them, whether they'd done it before or anything like that, and it doesn't say. So I'm assuming it's a brewed one time only. Another reason why we should have more information on the label, because they're not going to use it again. And it doesn't. So it is what it is, guys. To me, I think it doesn't fit the style. I think I'm getting more grape notes than I should. I think they probably could have used a sour yeast, wild yeast, or Brettanomyces yeast to create some kind of sour beer. It does have a tartness to it, but it doesn't fit into the sour beer category either. So kind of an orphan here as far as I'm concerned. Would I buy this beer? Probably not. Now that I've had it, probably not. So to me, guys, wasn't super impressed on this. I did find it easy drinking for a 9%. So with that being said, and the date on the bottle and the ABV on the bottle, I'm going to give it a B. 85, right down the middle of the B category. And that's probably better numbers than I probably should be giving it, from what I've read and seen on this beer. Let's go over to Beer Advocate. They say 78. So right off the bat there, I'm giving it a lot better numbers than those guys are giving it. Over to Rate Beer, they say 59. I mean, those guys hated it. I can't remember the last time I gave a beer a 50 in a 50 category. And for our final check-in, we'll go over to Untapped. They have it at 3.63, which is in their B category. And that's where I'm going to put it to. It's a B beer, guys, basically. And they need to do a little tweaking on this beer if we're going to do it again, as far as I'm concerned. So, Brandon, thanks again, my brother, for sending me this beer. Not super impressive, but well made for the alcohol content that's in this beer. It doesn't fit the style, either for an American Strong Ale or a whiskey barrel aged beer, period. Either the whiskey barrels had beer in them before, or they didn't leave it in the whiskey barrels very long at all. Shouldn't be getting that big of the grape notes on this beer, in my opinion. Just my opinion. So if you've had this one from Clown Shoes, this is their Archdruid. When they're calling it either a red ale or American Strong Ale, whichever category you want to put it in. I don't think it really fits in either one of them. I think it's an orphan here, guys. So probably another reason why it's retired. If you've had it, let me know what you think, guys. Come on back tomorrow. Let's take something out of the fridge. See you then.